Hey guys, T-Mac here, now joined by Anthony Sharkbait Gutierrez. Now, Sharkbait, we haven't seen you fight this year, and for the fans who don't know, kind of fill us in on why you've been on the sideline this year.
I had a surgery on my labrum and some other work on my rotator cuff. Basically, my shoulder was dislocating training. I had two fights scheduled, a fight in February and then a fight in March. March was for Titan. I was supposed to fight Brandon Pavanistol, which that's a whole story we got to get to here in a second. Basically, so I'm training for these fights in February and March, and my shoulder kept dislocating, finally to the point where I was so close to the fight, I was like, I got to get this checked out. Doctor said it was pretty bad, so I pull out of the fights for my shoulder. They go in to do a scope to clean it up, and while they're doing the scope, they realize that there's way more damage than they thought. And so they had to basically close me up, and then 10 days later I had to go back and they had to do a full surgery on my labrum and rotator. But now it's healing up fast, and I'm hoping to be able to fight in the fall. That's what I've been telling people, so I hope that'll go through. But I'll be able to run in about 4 weeks. That's when I can start running and hopefully riding my bicycle soon after that. But I can do stuff like that, and then hopefully training for jiu-jitsu and kickboxing in about 9 weeks, 10 weeks.
So did this injury happen, was it an incident or just a reoccurring thing? Because you're saying it kept popping in and out, but was it during one training drill or just in general training day to day?
I think it's just like a lot of wear and tear over time. To be honest, I really don't know. The reason what took me to the doctor's office was it just kept dislocating and going back in. I didn't think it was going to be that serious, and then it turns out it was really serious. And so that's what I've just been focused on now. I haven't, worked out in like 2 months, but doing little stuff here and there. And so I'm just so anxious to start running and getting back in shape and fighting, and for the next Titan show so I can fight Brandon Pavanistol.
So
however you say his name, I don't even know how you say it.
So that was the fight that was scheduled before you got injured, and you still want that fight, correct?
Yeah, for sure. Like, it was the weirdest thing ever. I had my fight scheduled February, and it was for my manager Joe Wooster. I was fighting for his show, so it's like a big deal to, that I don't want to pull out of my manager's show. It hurts his card, it causes stress, whatever. So anyway, I have to pull out of my fights February and March, and all of a sudden Brandon Pavanistol, who I'm fighting in March, starts doing interviews like Sharkbait's scared, Sharkbait's backing out. And first of all, I'm like, who are you, dude? Like, he's never even, like, yeah, he went 10-0 as the amateur or something, he's 3-0 as a pro, but he hasn't beat any professionals, like, hasn't beat anyone good, and his amateur record wasn't even that solid. My 4-0 as a pro, yeah, like, I haven't fought like top studs, or I haven't fought like the highest level right now, so I'm not saying that I've fought crazy more talent than him, but as an amateur I have fought way better guys than he's even come close to, and beat guys that he has even competed against. So he's knocking out these, he's knocking out, no disrespect to those guys, but he's smashing all these other dudes, and he has all this confidence and all this, I don't know where it's coming from, but he's talking all this crap on me now. He was saying I was scared of him. Like, dude, why would I be scared of you? Like, what is to be scared about you? You can't stop a takedown. Your guard is garbage. Like, your stand-up is decent, but you stand up straight for hoping for people will take you down. So, like, there's nothing to be scared about of this dude, and I just can't wait to fight him in the fall. I've been in this situation several times now, so I'm just really looking forward to it.
With Brandon, though, have you met him? Was it an incident where, like, you guys ran into each other at a fight, and then it started from there? Or how did this whole thing become, other than you guys had a fight scheduled?
Yeah, like, I mean, honestly, like, we just got matched up to fight each other, the Nebraska-Kansas City type thing. Our records matched up nice, our styles match up nice. So they schedule us. I have no idea who he is. I watch him tape. I'm like, okay, he's pretty good. This would be a good fight. Then all of a sudden, I have these shoulder injuries, and I've been talking to the promotion, like, hey, guys, I might have to pull out if the doctor says blah, blah. Well, as soon as I start saying that, he catches word of it and starts posting on his Facebook how I'm backing out, about how I'm afraid of him and stuff like that. And, obviously my shoulder is completely mangled. So if you can imagine in my shoes, I'm sitting back here. I see all these comments, yeah, he's backing out from you. Yeah, man, yeah, he's backing out because he's scared. Like, yeah, I'm backing out because I'm scared. Like, so just sitting there, and I've been, dealing with that. And then his last fight, he fought for a victory like 3 weeks ago or something, and he just was getting pounded on by another no-namer and was getting pounded on, and then no guard, no posture control, and then finally catches the dude in a triangle. And then he gets on the interview saying, yeah, I want Sharkbait, I want that fucking fight really bad, like, I want Sharkbait. And it's like, dude, like, you act like I'm dodging you. You act like I've been, like, intimidated by you. I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about this upcoming fight. Like, I'm going to smash this dude. Like, it's going to be ridiculous. So it's going to be one of the Titan shows in the fall, and he's going to fight, I don't know. I don't know where his confidence is coming from. But
Would you say this though, because you've said you've dealt with this in the past, would you say though for this opponent with Brandon, this is the most personal you've ever felt towards someone that you've had to fight?
No, definitely not. I would say Jordan Howard. I fought him as an amateur. I really didn't like him at all. There's been a few fights. I think me and Andrew Whitney kind of jawed back and forth for a while before we fought each other. But I mean, we're buddies now. Me and Andrew are really cool. But I think we like just before the fight or whatever. But honestly, no, I would say this is definitely the top two.
So it's more of a professional thing. This isn't getting personal as far as there's been no attacks on family, friends, things like that, right?
No, I mean he posted a Facebook status, which was kind of funny. He said, "Get out the Vagisil for Sharkbait" or something like that, which I thought was funny. But like, you know, at the same time, it's just like, dude, like get out the Vagisil. How about like I have to have a surgery? You know what I mean? Like you don't make any. He looks really stupid to people that know what's up and what's going on. You know, his family, friends, and stuff can write on his status and be like, "Yeah, you're really cool," but you're not.
So, assuming you get past Brandon when you do fight him in the fall, which is what you're hoping for, what's the plan after that? Are you wanting to be a little bit more active in 2012 because you've had this long layoff, or you just want to kind of play it by ear after the fight?
Do what people like, you know, I guess a lot of people who maybe kind of get into the scene within the last year or two, like, you know, don't really know about my amateur past and stuff, but the day I turned 18 when I was still in high school, I had 20 amateur fights in about 2 years, so that's almost a fight a month, you know what I mean? I mean, it was like right around there, so like, I've been active my whole life. Then when I hit 20 years old, I'm 21 now, and I've already had 4 pro fights, so I've never taken, you know what I mean, time off from training ever. So honestly, my plan is just, once this heals, I'm going to be right back to, you know, business as usual, really, as Dana White likes to say. But I just, you know, just training all day, every day, and fighting. If you're healthy, you just fight on every Titan show. I'd love to fight on every Titan show from here on out if I'm healthy. So. All
right, and before we wrap up, you are recovering, but obviously you have sponsors, training partners, things like that. Is there anyone you want to shout out?
Yeah. Nutrition for Life and Eric Treligi in Sacramento. Posterboyclothing.com, of course. My boy Tim Elliott's fighting the UFC Saturday on Fuel, so check him out. And I also lease apartments in the Kansas City Plaza area, so if anybody needs an apartment, I got apartments from $550 a month to $1,500 a month, so just hit me up.
So
at Sharkbait816 on Twitter.
So not only is he a fighter, he will also lease you an apartment. Well, this has been T-Mac. I've been joined by Sharkbait Gutierrez. We will catch up with you soon for In the Cage MMA.